Hey guys, it's Alex. This is Power. Feel free to listen along with me on Spotify. I'm listening to my playlist. If you go into Alexander Steinmeier profile under the Yoga Mix folder, it's called Sunshine Cameo, or just search Sunshine Cameo. Or feel free to listen to whatever other music you would like to listen to. We'll go ahead and get started. Just sit, however feels comfortable. Taking a moment to close the eyes, find the breath. Grounding into the space around you. Being in your body with your breath. Devoting this time to moving and breathing and nothing else. Beautiful inhale through the nose, fill all the way up to the top of the lungs. Hold. Open the mouth, exhale. One more breath like that. Deeply inhale through the nose. Hold at the top, maybe sip in a little more. Open the mouth, side out. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Right hand to the knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Maybe take a gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale through center, lift the arms overhead. Exhale to the left. Sit tall, inhale. Twist, exhale. Back to center, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, flip the palms, press the air away. Inhale, flip the palms, reach high. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms to the sky, stretch tall. And bring the palms forward and let the palms face inward. Start to round in the spine, drop the chin to the chest. Pull the fingers apart so you get a nice stretch across the shoulder blades. Flip the palms, reach the arms over high, inhale. And one more time, round it out, exhale. Hands to the knees, lift through the chest, inhale, let the chin fall to the sky. Exhale, round, press the knees into the hands. Inhale, heart forward, chin high. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Go ahead and make your way up to tabletop. Couple cat-cows here. Inhaling, belly drops, heart lifts. Exhale, round, press the mat away. Inhale. Exhale, take a couple more here. Maybe raise movement, shifting hips side to side, or rolling out the torso. Just close the eyes, listen to the body. Take a little bit of movement, warm up the spine, the shoulders, hips. And on the next exhale, find a neutral spine. Crawl the toes under, lift the knees to a hover. So press them out of ways if you're trying to get the top of the back to the ceiling. Roll the eyes, the elbows forward. Hug the core in. Press it away a little further. For 3, 2, 1, downward facing dog. Take a moment, pedal out the heels, bend the knees. Press firmly through the inner hands. Try not to roll into the pinky edge. Take a moment, find stillness. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale, heels to the mat. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels to the mat. One more inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, heels to the mat. This time, inhale, tippy toes. As you exhale, send the heels to the right. Drop the left foot to the mat and bring the right knee into center line. Press the heart back. Big stretch in the left side body. Inhale through center and exhale, heels to the left. Right foot down, left knee into center line. Back to center. Exhale, heels to the mat. Gaze forward, walk feet between the thumbs. halfway lift, fold, halfway lift, and then fold, halfway lift, heel to the feet to hip width, release around dog, grab opposite elbows, soft knees, weight the balls of the feet, sway side to side, maybe shift the head yes and no. Release the hands to the mat, heel to the feet back together, halfway lift, breathe in, fold, breathe out, root to rise, big breath in, palms connect, exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment, ground into the feet, suck the kneecaps in and up, roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale, your arms overhead, extend the mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift, plant the palms, step back to plank and pause. Inner thighs rolling towards the sky, elbows rolling in front of you, press further away. Lift the right foot to a hover, place it back down, left foot, and down, two more each side, right to a hover, and down, left, and down, right, and left, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, find a breath. Gaze forward, bend the knees, step or hop, half lift, fold, root to rise, hands to heart center. Two more sun A's like that, pausing and plank with the feet hovering. Inhale, extend the mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift, plant the palms, step or hop, pause. Right foot, left foot, right, left, one more each side, right, and left, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, gaze forward, bend the knees, step or hop, half lift, fold, root to rise, exhale right back into it, forward fold, half lift, plant the palms, step back, plank, pause, right to hover, and left, right foot, left foot, one more right foot, left foot, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, find the breath. Beautiful, stick the right leg back, bend the knee, open the hip, keep the shoulders square. Squeeze that right heel into the glute, lift the knee higher, press the heart back. Maybe take some circles with the knee, or maybe roll out the ankle. Square the hips, lengthen the right leg, take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Pause. Really draw the shin in and up. Make sure the shoulders come up over the wrists. Inhale, lengthen. Right foot to the mat, downward facing dog. One breath. Sweep the left leg back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Heel to the glute, foot flex, knee high. One more breath. Square the hips, lengthen the left leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Knee to nose, pause. Draw the shin up, press away. Inhale, lengthen. Left foot down, downward facing dog, one breath. Gaze forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Root to rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, extend the mountain. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant the palms, step or hop back. Float out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise. Hands to heart, exhale. Beautiful. Coming into standing leg raise. Find some weight on that left foot. Press down to lift out of the hips. Lift that right knee. Maybe reach for the knee. Maybe reach for the big toe. You can extend that right leg. Holding here. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Breathe. Elbows back, heart high. Release the toe. Keep the leg lifted. Pause. Send the leg behind you. Arms forward. Warrior three. Roll the pinky toe edge down towards the floor. Maybe drop that right hip a little bit. Reach heel to fingertip. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Right foot to the mat. Inhale your arms overhead for crescent lunge. Exhale, sink in. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Lift off, warrior three. Knee forward, hands to the hips, coming into that standing leg raise. Maybe reaching for the knee or the toe, maybe extend the leg, pause. Same thing, two more times. Release the foot, keep it lifted. Send it behind you, warrior three. Crescent lunge, arms overhead. Back through warrior three. Knee forward, standing leg raise. Warrior three. Crescent lunge, this time pause. Bring the hands to the hips. Drop that right knee to a hover. Lift it back up. 4 more times. 3, 2, and 1. Press off warrior three. Standing leg raise. Open that leg to the right. Maybe take that left hand over to the left for counterbalance. Bring it back to center. Release the grip. Pulse that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, flow forward, fold. Half lift. Plant the palms, step or hop back. Plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Find 2 breaths. Use forward bend the knees, walk step forward up. Half lift. Fold. Move to rise. Hands to heart exhale. Beautiful. Take a moment, find some weight in the right foot this time. Hands to hips, lift that left knee. Hand to the knee, or maybe the big toe, maybe extend the leg. Draw the heart forward. Keep pressing down through the arch of the right foot. Release the toe or the knee, but keep the leg lifted, pause. Send the leg behind you, warrior three. Keep lifting through the chest, shift the hips back about 1/2 inch. Bring the weight more to the heel. 2 more breaths here. Left foot to the mat, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, sink in. Beautiful, keep breathing, drop the shoulders down. Right thigh rotating out, lifting through the back knee, another breath. Press off, warrior three. Draw the knee forward, standing leg raise. 3, 2, 1, release. Warrior three. Crescent lunge. Warrior three. Standing leg raise. This time, warrior three to crescent lunge and pause. Hands to the hips, hover that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press off, warrior three. Standing leg raise. Release the grip, keep the leg lifted, pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot to the mat, inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, slow it out, step back to plank, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Sweep the right leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. Drop the left elbow. Lift the knee high. Keep pressing the heart back for 3, 2, 1. Lift the elbow. Square the hips, lengthen the leg. Right foot to the mat. Sweep the left leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. Drop the right elbow. 3, 2, 1. Square the hips, lengthen the leg. Left foot to the mat, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, step or hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise. Hands to heart. Find 1 breath. Extended mountain, inhale. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, step or hop back, flow it out, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. This time take the left hand to the center of the mat, opening up for wild thing. Left leg straight, right knee bent, reaching the right arm overhead. Beautiful. 3. Lift the hips higher, 2, 1. Right hand back to the mat. Lengthen the right leg. Draw right knee, right elbow. And lengthen. Right knee, left elbow. And lengthen. Knee to nose. And lengthen. Right elbow. Left elbow, pause. Shoot that leg through, falling star. Left hand to the sky. Keep it here or lift that right leg off. Maybe taking the big toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the mat. Right leg high. Right leg to the mat. Downward facing dog. 1 breath. Sweep the left leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. Right palm to the center of the mat. Wild thing. Left foot bends. Right leg straight. Left arm reaches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the mat, lengthen the left leg. Left knee to the left elbow. Lengthen. Right elbow. And lengthen. Knee to nose. And lengthen. Left elbow. Right elbow, pause. Shoot the leg through, right arm to the sky, falling star. Lift the hips high. Breathe. Maybe taking that bar, maybe lifting the left leg off the mat. Another breath in. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Left leg high, inhale. Foot to the mat, downward facing dog. 1 breath. Gaze forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant the palms, step or hop. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg back, gaze forward, step it through. Lift up, crescent lunge. Taking a moment to pause. Drop the shoulders, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, hug the ribs in. Cactus the arms, lift the heart, take a breath in. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. High lunge twist. Vashisthasana, left side, send the right foot back, maybe lift that leg. 5, 4, 3, lift higher, 2, and 1. Right hand back, take a moment, spread out the hands, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Beautiful, 2 breaths. Sweep the left leg back, gaze forward, step it through, crescent lunge. Sink lower. Press through that back heel. Beautiful. Cactus the arms with the heart, inhale. Right hand to the mat, exhale. Left hand to the sky. Step that left foot back, Katsasthasana, side plank. Maybe lift the left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand to the mat, widen the arms, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Gaze forward with the knees, step hop, halfway lift, fold, root to rise, hands to heart, close the eyes, find a breath. Open the eyes, inhale your arms overhead, little back bend, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, plant the palms, step or hop, pause and plank. Beautiful, bring the heels together, drop them to the right, bring them to center, to the left, and center, right, and left. 2 more each side, right, left. Keep hugging the core in, right, left, back to center, lower to the forearms. Bring the right knee to the right elbow, send it back. Left knee, left elbow, send it back, switching out for 5, 4, keep pressing the forearms into the mat, 3, 2, last one on each side. Beautiful, drop the knees, puppy pose, arms out long, chin or forehead to the mat, drop the heart through the shoulders. Walk the hands in, curl the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, step or hop. Half lift, fold, root to rise. Exhale, fold. Half lift, plant the palms, step or hop. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. Square the hip, lengthen the leg, breathe in. Look forward, step it through, open up, warrior 2. Settle into the legs. Reaching fingertip to fingertip. Reach forward, flip the palm, reverse, keep the bend in that front knee. Take another breath in. Extended side angle, that right forearm to the thigh. Or maybe all the way down to the floor. Left arm reaching high, maybe overhead, maybe a half or full bind. Option here also for bird of paradise. Wherever you are, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift back up, warrior 2, straighten the front leg, reach forward, reverse triangle, cartwheel the hands to the mat, step it back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Sweep that left leg back, bend the knee, open the hip, square the hips, lengthen the leg, breathe in, gaze forward, step it through, warrior 2, side. Strong legs here, energetically drawing in and up the inner thighs, pressing down and out through the feet. One more breath, sink low. Reach forward, flip the palm, reverse your warrior. One more breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Arm to the thigh, maybe down to the mat. Half bind, full bind, bird of paradise, an option here. Going there mindfully. Beautiful breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back up, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, reach forward, reverse your triangle. Cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Same thing, one breath, one movement. Sweep the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Lengthen the leg, gaze forward, step it through, warrior 2. Reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. Extended side angle. Lift up, warrior two, straighten the front leg, reach forward, reverse triangle. Cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Gaze forward, step through, warrior two. Reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. Extended side angle. Lift up, straighten the front leg. Reach forward, flip the palm, reverse triangle. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, step and hop. Half lift. Fold. Root to rise, inhale. Exhale, sink it back, chair. Big toe mounts together, little space between the heels. Sink even lower. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, half chair, arms sweep behind you, palms face the floor, pause. Hovering the torso over those knees. Shift the hips back, lower them down. Inhale, high chair. Exhale, half. Inhale, high. Exhale, half. Inhale, high. Exhale, half. Reach the arms forward, keep the hips low. A little lower. Hands to heart, find length, inhale. Twist, exhale, left elbow, right knee. Thumbs, heart, palms pressing together. Shoulders rolling open, knees in line. Maybe opening the arms here. Maybe taking side crow, placing the palms to the mat. Bending the elbows. And lifting the feet. Wherever you are, take about 3 more breaths. If you're in side crow, bring it back. Arms out wide, bring them in. Come into that high chair, inhale. Half chair, exhale. Hands forward. Hands to heart. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist right elbow, left knee. Again, option to stay here. Open the arms, take that side crow. Beautiful, wherever you go. 3 solid breaths. If you're in side crow, start to lift back up. Close the arms if they're open. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Heel to the feet apart. Peace fingers to big toes. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, let the elbows come wide. Weights in the ball of the feet. Maybe shake the head yes and no. Knees can be soft here. Bend the knees deeply, lengthen the spine, take a breath in. Straighten the legs, exhale, fold into the legs. One more time, bend the knees, lengthen the spine, inhale. Straighten the legs, fold, exhale. 2 more breaths here. Release the hands to the mat. Heel toe the feet back together. Halfway lift. Fold. Root to rise. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Plant the palms, step or hop back to plank and pause. Beautiful. Just pausing here. Drop the right knee to the mat. Lift it back up. Left knee and lift. Alternating right knee to the mat and left knee to the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop. Halfway lift, fold, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a weight in that right foot, lift the left knee. Take a big step back, pivoting to face the side of the mat. Coming into wide leg forward fold. Heels out, toes in, hands to the hips, elbows back, lift the heart, breathe in. Flat back, forward fold, breathe out. Hands can come to the mat. Maybe peace fingers to big toes, or you walk the hands behind you. Maybe a tripod headstand. Find where you want to go. And keep the breath steady, the mind focused. If you're in that wide leg forward fold, again pressing down to the pinky edges, drawing in and up through the inner thighs. Sucking the hips over the knees and the ankles, trying not to let the hips fall back or the knees lock out. Find 3 more breaths. Walk the hands underneath the face, inhale, halfway lift. Start to walk the hands over to the right. So as far as you can over to the right. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you grab the pinky edge of that foot, that right foot, bend the left knee, and then draw the body in towards the legs. So you're pulling against that pinky edge. The pinky edge is pushing into the hands, creating resistance. So you can really pull the body in and get a nice stretch on the left side. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Start to lengthen, walk the hands over to the left. All the way as far as you can, maybe taking them to the left pinky toe edge, bend that right knee, and then draw the body in. Release. Go ahead, pivot to face the back of the mat. Bring the ball of the right foot to the mat. Hands on inside of that left foot, coming into a high lunge. Lizard, drop the hips low, lift the heart high. Beautiful, breathe. Drop that back knee. Cartwheel the left arm behind you. Maybe reach for that back foot, coming into a bind, rolling the shoulder open. 3, 2, 1. If you're bound, release. And back to the inside. Curl the back toes under, lift the hips, walk the hands all the way over to the right and around to the front of the mat, placing them inside that right foot, ball the back foot again for that high lunge. And lizard, drop the hips low, lift the heart high. Try not to collapse down, really press away with the hands. Shift the hips forward. 2 more breaths. Drop that back knee, take the right hand back to behind you. Maybe reach for that bind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the bind. If you have it, bring the hand back inside of that right foot. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Walk the hands back to center. This time, heel toe the feet in so that you can drop the hips low into Malasana, Yogi Squat. Beautiful, hands to the heart. Spine is long, dropping the hips low, pressing the elbows into the knees. Keep it here, or maybe if you want to, you can plant the hands, start to walk the feet in for crow. Lifting the hips, bringing the knees to the back of the triceps. Shifting forward, you can stay here, maybe lift one foot, maybe both. Or you can stay in that Malasana squat. Maybe take a nice big stretch, right arm to the sky. Maybe take a bind around that left knee. If you bound on the left, go ahead, release. Extend the right arm to the floor, the left arm to the sky. Maybe bind around that right knee. If you're in crow or regular Malasana, stay there for a couple more breaths. If you're bound, go ahead, release. If you're in crow, bring it back to Malasana. Hands to the mat, lift the hips, walk the hands to the front of the mat, pivot the feet so both toes facing forward, feet hip width apart, parallel for a pyramid, lengthen the spine, breathe in. Fold into that front leg, breathe out. Draw that right hip back. Inhale, halfway lift, walk the hands forward so that you can plant them firmly onto the mat. Lift that left leg for handstand prep. If you want to stay in standing split, you can walk the hands in, fold into the leg, or keep the hands planted, bend that right knee and press off. Maybe you get a little hang time. Shoulders stacking over wrists as you lift up. So you're going to shift forward, press off the toes. And try to swing that left leg. Just press off the toes as you press away from the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot to meet the right, halfway lift, fold, root to rise, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, plant the palms, step or hop it back, plank, chaturanga, exhale, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, bend the knees, walk, step forward, hop, half lift, fold, root to rise, exhale, fold. Halfway lift, if it's time, step the right foot back for pyramid. Hip width apart, toes facing 12 o'clock. Then lengthen the spine, inhale, fold, exhale. Drawing the left hip back, pressing firmly into both feet. Still drawing the pelvic floor, the core in and up. Lift up, either taking standing split or planting the palms to the mat, setting up for Shakti hops, handstand prep. Shifting the weight forward so the shoulders stack over the wrists. And then lift onto the left toes and press up. Four more. Last 2. And 1, right foot meets the left. Half lift. Fold. Halfway lift, heel toe the feet to hip width. Gorilla slide the palms underneath the feet. Toes come into the creases of the wrists. Take a moment before you fold. Wiggle the toes in the creases. Little wrist massage. And halfway lift. Fold. You can have a deep bend in the knees again here if you need to. One more breath. Release the hands. Heel toe feet back together. Half lift. Fold. Half lift. Plant the palms, step back, plank, chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, hop through the seat. Extend those legs forward. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Let the hands fall wherever they may. And then stop to take a breath, find some more length. And then melt down into the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Three more breaths. Inhales, matching exhales. Start to lift up. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, arms forward so you can roll down one vertebra at a time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you get down to the mat, hug the knees in, rock side to side. Beautiful. If you have a block here, this is going to be some fun block work, maybe a book. If you don't have one, that's also fine. So go ahead, if you have one, grab the block. You're going to bring that left hip in line with the knee, so the knee just over the hip. Bring the left block on top of that left knee. You can place the right foot on the floor for now. Bring the right elbow to the block. So you're in sort of a bicycle pose, right elbow to left knee, and release the hands behind the back, or behind the head. You can keep it here or lengthen that right leg to hover. Lift the leg high, lower it back to hover. For 5, 4, keep squeezing the block. 3, 2, and 1. Lower back, bring the knees into the chest, switch out the block. Block on top of the right knee, left elbow on top of the block. Interlace the hands behind the head. Left leg lengthens to a hover. Lift it to the sky. Back to a hover. 5, 4, 3. Keep drawing the low core down. 2, 1. Draw the knees in. Just rest the block on the chest for a moment. Maybe shift the hips side to side. And then set the block aside and start to rock and roll back and forth. Eventually cross the ankles, plant the hands, step or hop it back, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Gaze forward, again, through, coming to a seat. Again, reaching for that block. So this one's a little tougher for me. Heavier blocks are a little tough, so if you've got a book, you win. So you're gonna take the block. So left foot planted, right foot's gonna come to the sky, or right foot's in the sky. You're gonna balance that block on the right foot. So keep the leg nice and straight. You can simply keep it here and do crunches. Maybe that left leg lifts to hover. Maybe the right and the left arm both reach forward and you pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it here. Lift that left leg up into a hover. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring that foot in, bring the block in, and switch it out. Place the left, or the block on the left foot. Send that foot to the sky. So you have to keep that foot nice and flexed, the leg straight and steady. And again, maybe bring the right leg to a hover. Maybe reach the arms forward, pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it here. Bring the right foot up. Lower it to a hover. 4, 3, don't forget to breathe. 2, and 1. Knees in, drop the block away. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Start to rock back and forth again. Cross the ankle, plant the hands, step back, flow through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sweep the right leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe flip your dog. If you flipped, bring it back. Lengthen the right leg, knee to nose. Lengthen, knee to nose. Lengthen, one more, knee to nose. And lengthen, right foot to the mat, downward facing dog. Sweep the left leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. If you flipped out on the other side, flip out here. Reaching hips high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn back to the mat, lengthen the leg long. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, length. Exhale, draw it in. One more, inhale, length. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, length. Left foot to the mat, downward facing dog. Sweep that right leg back. Look forward, setting up for pigeon. Right knee, right wrist. Take a moment, check in with the back foot, make sure it's not bananing out one way or the other. Front foot flexed. When you're ready, start to walk the hands forward. You want to bring a block under the forehead if you need a little support in the head and neck. If you want to take it a little deeper, you can walk the hands over to the left. Bring your heart closer to that right ankle. Find 5 more breaths. Trying to keep the mind steady here. Breath and body. Walk the hands back in. You're just going to fall over onto that right hip so that you can come all the way to the butt, lengthening both legs out, coming into a wide straddle. So place one hand behind you, one in front, so you can lift the hips and even them out. And stay here, or again, walk the hands forward. Coming to your edge, maybe bringing a block underneath the forehead. Breath being sent to the inner thighs. Maybe now that you've been here for a couple of breaths, you can go a little deeper. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Walk the hands back in. If you're a super wide straddle, just bring the legs in, heel toeing once or twice, so a little bit less wide of a straddle. Bring one hand on either side of the right leg. Switch the torso, twisting to face that right leg. And sit back a little bit so you can lift that right leg to hover and set it back down. Building strength right here in that hip flexor for 5, 4, 3, it's harder than it looks, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Twist to the left, one hand on either side of the left leg, torso right over that left leg. Sitting back a little bit so you can lift that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Sit back, bring the knees in, just so you can come over to tabletop, downward facing dog. Sweep that left leg back, bend the knee, open the hip. And bring it in, pigeon, left knee in. Walk that right foot back. Take a moment to set yourself up, let the hips settle, and when you're ready, start to fold over that front leg. You can take it deeper again, walking in hands to the right this time. 5 deep, steady breaths. Taking your time. Relax the jaw. Release the neck and shoulders. Start to walk the hands in. And go ahead, just curl the back toes under so you can lift up, 3-legged dog. Down to downward facing dog. Gaze forward, step through to the seat. Place the soles of the feet to the floor so you can again roll down one vertebra at a time. When you get there, walk the heels in, setting up for bridge. 3 rounds of a back bending shape. They can be, bow, it can be bridge, wheel. You can make it more restorative and bridge, meaning a block under the hips. So whenever you're ready, press the feet down, lift the hips high. Wherever you go, just drawing the inner thighs in and lifting the hips high. Maybe in bridge, you walk the shoulders in and release the hands underneath the back. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down. One breath. And right back up into it. Feet down, pressing feet away from you to lift the hips high. Lift a little higher. 3, a little higher. 2, a little higher. 1, lower down. 1 breath. Beautiful hips high. 1 more round. 5, 4, 3, a tiger. 2, 1, fullest expression, and down. Heel toe the feet to the outer edge of the mat. Pigeon toeing, heels in, or heels out, toes in. Let the knees fall in so they knock together. Getting a little stretch across the low back. And you can keep the feet planted as they are, but just let both knees fall over to the right. You can cactus the arms or lengthen out long. If you want to go a little deeper, you can take that right ankle, place it on top of the left knee, and take the gaze over the left shoulder. Bring knees back to center and over to the left. Maybe the left ankle on top of the right knee, maybe the gaze over the right shoulder. Knees back to center. From here, setting up for an inversion of your choice. It can be shoulder stand. If you have a wall nearby, it's a great time to take it restorative, placing the legs up the wall. Headstand, handstand, whatever is within your practice, that you get your feet above your heart, safely, mindfully, for at least 10 breaths. I'm going to take a supported waterfall, bringing the block under my hips. And just let the blood flow reverse back down to the heart, fresh and clean. Calming the nervous system, but energizing us in a soothing way. If you're in shoulder stand after a few breaths, maybe you want to lower your feet to the mat. Coming into Halasana Plow. From there, after a couple breaths, maybe bending the knees to the ears for Karna Padasana. Wherever you are, start to think about coming back down to the mat. If you fully inverted, meaning tripod headstand, handstand, go ahead, take child's pose. Everyone else, taking happy baby. Pulling the knees into the armpit. Maybe lengthening one leg and the other. And then cross the right leg over the left so the knees stack. Flex the feet. Take the hands, grab the pinky edge of each foot. And draw the knees gently up towards the chest and the feet apart. The deep stretch in the side of the hip that we don't really get to in pigeon. Release the feet. Cross the left leg over the right. Picture the pinky edges of the feet, pulling the feet apart and the knees in. And release. Take a moment here before settling to Shavasana to take any poses that you might want to take. To grab a sip of water, maybe something to place over the eyes. If you take something on one side, allow yourself enough time to take it on the other. Whatever your body needs, give it to it so that you can fully release down from that. Eventually meeting on our backs, arms and legs wide and heavy, giving our full weight to the mat. Relaxing the jaw, releasing across the eyebrows. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling all the way up. Hold at the top. Sip in a little more. Open the mouth side out. Another breath like that in through the nose. This time point the toes, make fists, clench the glutes. Squeeze everything as tight as you can. Sip in more. Even more. Hold. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, release, let it go. Soften across the heart, down the arms, into the wrists, fingers. Relax the belly, the glutes, the pelvis. And let the legs be heavy. And let the tongue fall heavy in the back of the throat. Fully surrendering to the mat. If any thoughts arise, let them filter out unjudged and come back to breath. Start to bring awareness back into the breath, lengthening inhales and exhales. And awareness back to the body, moving fingers and toes, rolling out ankles and wrists. Bring the legs in together, reach the arms overhead. And one more big breath in, reaching, stretching, fingertip to toe tip. Open the mouth side out. Keeping your eyes closed, make your way onto your right side, pausing and feel close for a moment. With eyes closed or downcast gaze, start to make your way back up to seated. Keep the eyes closed, roll the shoulders up and down, back. Inhale your arms overhead, let the palms connect.
Exhale, thumbs to the third eye, the forehead center for clarity of thought. Meeting at the lips, speaking your truth, and at the heart, always grateful. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.